mean, hearing that, you telling me that, I just think that definitely instills some confidence in me. That means he's confident in us as an offense and as a line. I think that for us means that we put in the work in to get in the stuff down in terms of the offense, the playbook and all that. We were very intentional with that this offseason and going into camp, just being very detailed with everything we're doing. And I think the most important thing when you have an idea is being confident in what you're doing. I really feel like we have that right now.
You made your first start as a true freshman against Georgia in 2021 in Charlotte. Only your third time that's ever happened at Clemson. What do you remember about that game and going against that defense?
Yeah, I remember. I mean, they definitely had a very good defensive line. I remember going against them, and I just remember having big eyes going out there. But I think now, I'm much more focused, much more mature. And I'm just very excited for the opportunity to get to play them again, and just with the opportunity that's going to play the number one team in the country, and getting to play them again, and knowing that it's my senior year and it's my first game, just how I started my career playing against them. It's all full circle for me. So that's very much a blessing.
Do you like the fact that you get to just wake up, have breakfast in the team hotel, and go play a game? You don't have to wait all day.
Yes, when we played them 8 p.m. games, you just sitting up in that hotel all day and just you're aching to play. So getting to wake up, eat food, and boom, go ahead to play. I really feel like it's gonna be an advantage for me because I'm definitely a morning person and all that stuff. I get stuff done early in the day, so I'm very excited about that, and I'm happy that it's gonna be that way.
What's your relationship been like with Coach Luke, and what are some things that you've learned about his personality, his coaching style, his philosophy, that sort of thing?
The relationship with Coach Luke has been nothing but amazing. He's been very genuine with me. I think that's the best thing I can give him, best compliment I can give him. He's just very genuine. Everything's real. When he talks to me, it really seems like he cares. He checks up on me once or twice a week outside of the facility. Sees me every day, but he'll call me when we're not around each other, and I really appreciate that. He's always, trying to give me any little tips to attack life, not even just football. And I've been very appreciative of that. I think it's taken me a long way in how I attack, life, how I attack, the game, and when I'm at practice, how I attack those things. He gave me a new perspective of how to look at those things, and I'm very grateful for that.
Coach Sweetie mentioned how the line of scrimmage will be pivotal this Saturday against Georgia, I guess. How have those conversations been with Coach Luke and your other offensive linemen heading into this matchup?
I think for us, it's just, us being ourselves and not making the moment too big for any one of us. We deserve to be here. We put the work in this offseason, and, we built that confidence over the offseason and during camp to, when we go on the field to perform at the level that we're capable of doing good things. And it's just really just going out there with that mindset to dominate and do what we do best.
Can you look somebody in the eye and go, this offensive line is much better than last year?
This offensive line is much better.
And what gives you that confidence?
Just when you're around a bunch of guys every day, just seeing the work that they're putting in and it being very intentional, and it's not just people just putting in work to just do whatever. Like that builds confidence, that builds unity, and I think for us as a line, just doing everything together, I think a lot of us have much more trust in each other and the dude next to us, and that's what you need in a line. You need that camaraderie, you need that unity, and just to see the transformation that a lot of guys took this offseason, I think everybody will see that for sure.
You only started that y'all lost with Will at center, obviously. You feel like you built a pretty good chemistry with Ryan and Trent and Harris?
Yeah, so with Ryan, I came in here with Ryan. Ryan's the same recruiting class as me, and it's been a blessing to play next to him. Finally getting to play next to the guy I came in with. Me and him are best friends, and I'm very happy for him to have the opportunity that he has now. And everything's working real well with him.
I guess what gives you confidence in Ryan?
His confidence. He feels like he deserves to be out there. He doesn't, sugarcoat anything. He doesn't tiptoe around anything. He just takes everything full on. He doesn't think anything's too big for him. He doesn't make excuses. So he's really just out there attacking every day, just like the rest of us. And I appreciate that. He's put the work in. He feels confident out there. Doesn't matter who he goes against, and he's been consistent with that. So that's what gives me confidence in him.
Practicing against guys like DeMonte and Peter and Tate and all that help build your confidence knowing those guys?
Yeah, 100%. All my 4 years here, I've been able to go against the best D linemen in the country, and even with this year going against Peter, DeMonte, Payne, and T.J. Parker every day, it's definitely prepared us for what's ever ahead. I don't think we're going to face too many D-line is better than what we face in practice. So, just having that confidence and knowing that what we're able to do against them, we can do against anybody, you know what I'm saying? And I think that's why anybody ever decides to come to Clemson is the competition part. You go against the best every day, and you will get exposed if you don't bring it. And that's just in practice, not just in the game field. So just having that opportunity to do that every day at a school like this with the players that we have has been huge for us and huge for the development of everybody on our line and pretty much everybody on our team.
Everybody talks about Cade and the Gator Bowl in that last drive, but the offensive line was leaned on in that drive too. And then, for that final play, it's like let's call a running play, lean on the offensive line. I think that group gained some confidence there in that final quarter.
Yeah, I think I think that just kind of that last drive kind of summarizes what our team is about. We're about finishing now. We're about playing to the end of the whistle, playing to that last snap. We have some really tough dudes on our line, really tough dudes on our team. If you watch that last play, everybody's pushing the power forward. You got, Moffitt trying to drive himself in. You have Jake trying to pull him in. Like, that just speaks to, the character, the type of toughness that we have on this team. And that's how it's been all offseason, just, a tough offseason. We attacked it really hard. Strength coaches, put on us really hard, and we attacked it with a lot of toughness. And I think it's going to speak volumes for the season.
We've heard a lot about Cade's leadership so far and how he's growing this year. What's it been like with the offensive lineman, especially as a senior player?
I think he's become much more personable for us. Like, we all know him very well, and also just it seems genuine now. Like, it doesn't just seem like he's just doing it just because he's the QB on the team. Like, he always asking to hang out. He comes over to our house. He'll ask to get some food from time to time. Like, he doesn't have to do all those things, and I generally think he wants to. Like, he comes off that way. And it's just been all off season. It's been very consistent. I think a lot of people respect that about him. And then when it comes to on the field stuff, he's the one that's talking in the huddles every day. He's the one breaking it down. He's the one talking to the team, having player-led meetings. Like, he's the one leading all those things. And it's not just every once in a while. It's every week. It's every month. And I think he's gained a lot of respect from the whole team, just becoming more personal for everybody and being able to relate to him and, have a personal connection with him. So now we're on the field, we have someone to play for because, I want to protect him with all my heart. I have that connection with him and I'm very close with him.
For Walker Parks, this will be his first game since last season after battling all the injuries and everything, I guess. Has he communicated with you guys about the emotions of being back playing football again?
Well, one thing about Walker's very mature. He's played college football before, so, he just takes the approach as it's an opportunity and a blessing for him. And I think we're all excited for him to be on the field with us again. He's put in a lot of hard work to get back this offseason, and I'm really happy for him. I know it was tough for him just, having to take a step back and just watch everybody else do the football part and him just be, taking care of his body. But, for him to do what he's doing and what he put himself through, like, I really commend him for it. And I know he's going to take this opportunity. He's not going to take it for granted. And I think a lot of us are going to really just be behind him and try to play this game hard for him.
You said you're friends with Ryan. The college football video game has you playing center. Did you notice that?
Yeah. Yeah, they need to fix that. But, we joke about it all the time. He said he always just moves me to left guard and puts himself back at center.
Any questions for Marcus virtually?
Yeah, I got one.
Go ahead, please identify your name and affiliation, and go ahead and ask.
Yeah, hey Marcus, this is Chip Towers from the Atlanta Journal-Constitution. Yeah, you mentioned that 2021 game, and a lot of people point to that as kind of being a sort of divergent game, right? Both of you guys were top 5 going into it. Georgia went on and won the national championship. Clemson's been trying to get back ever since. What are your memories of that game specifically? Obviously, it was really close. And do you feel like it had any kind of lasting effect, beyond the game that Saturday?
No, I think that game, what was left was right there. What happened with that game that's everything. We put that behind us. We try to move on. We have a windshield mentality over here at Clemson. And I think, speak for me, I was my introduction to college football, but it really just gave me an insight of what's forward. I don't think I've played, too many games that was harder than that in terms of, like, the competition. They had 4 first-rounders on their D-line, and you can't really get that much places. But I think for us, like, we put that behind us. It's a whole different team now, much different players, and I don't think that's had a lasting effect on the team at all.